right, let's stay with matters to do with criminality. Minister of Women, Children and People with Disabilities, Chikunga, wants the police to widen their probe into the alleged rape of the 7-year-old Cwecwe. The incident allegedly took place in October last year at her school in Matatiele, that's in the Eastern Cape. Today, Chikunga meeting various officials and organizations to discuss the attacks, particularly on women and children in the area. Our reporter, Malungelo Booi, is in Matatiele for us this evening, and he joins us live. Malungelo, good evening to you. The minister not holding back in terms of widening the scope of this probe, particularly now that there is confirmation that the young girl was indeed raped. That medical report, perhaps let's start with that, Malungelo. That medical report, where did it come from? Of course, confirming what has been speculated for some time now, that the little girl was indeed sexually violated.
Hi there, Koli. In fact, the minister's call is a result really of a frustration with the lack of progress in this case. When I say with the lack of progress in this case, I mean in terms of no arrests being made, considering the fact that this is a case that was recorded in 2024 in December, and the minister making that call shortly after meeting various stakeholders and also receiving a briefing from the police and social workers. That report, that medical report, is a report that was compiled by doctors who saw this young girl shortly after this incident. And let's take a listen at what the minister had to say.
It does seem that that particular soundbite is possibly lost in the system. We'll try and recapture it for you. Okay, I'm told that it is ready now, so let's take a listen to that soundbite.
We were given a full report by the department, by police. They gave us a full report. The social development gave us a full report. And of course, we are happy that there have been also an interaction between the province and the very first hospital doctor that saw, for instance, Cwecwe. And therefore now, there is no question as to whether there was or there was no rape. There was a rape. As a matter of fact, from the information that we have heard, is that there is a possibility that it was not even the first time that Cwecwe herself was raped. So it's something that needs investigation.
So the minister clearly saying that there is a high possibility that the incident that took place in October last year may not be the first time this girl have been possibly violated. And she says it is important for the police to widen this probe and also look into maybe the people that are very close to her. Let's take a listen.
We are expecting the police to extend their investigation depending on the information that is available to anyone who can be a suspect. I'm making an example. Personally, I would not even leave relatives to the child who live with the child. So the investigation must include every other person, and that is why we are happy that the sample was taken for DNA, 1 from the driver, 2 from the caretaker, and would definitely want the sample taken from the principal, but also taken from anyone else. If it is a father, even the father, it doesn't matter.
Well, Koli, tomorrow the police minister, Senzo Mchunu, as well as the National Police Commissioner, are expected to hold a press briefing in Pretoria tomorrow about this particular issue. It's going to be interesting then to hear what is it that they will be telling the nation with regards to this case. Koli?
Indeed. Malungelo Booi, thank you very much for that update.